How's it going, everyone? It's Kyle here, and I'm here with a really sweet brew deck that me and my brother came up with. Most of my brother, gotta give credit to him. This is a deck I've been playing at my previous FNMs. I was able to finish first and then in top 4. It's weird, right? You should probably be able to tell by the title that evidently formats don't keep me from playing what I want to play. It's kind of a weird deck. I'm going to go over it, obviously. You should read the article that I write about it. I mean, you don't have to. It's more just like if you want to. But yeah, here we go. First, we have 4 Sphinxes of Revelation. In case the title didn't tip you off, by the way, this is Blue Red Flash 4 Rev. I'll never play less, because if you do, you're dumb. And if you're dumb, then you're playing 3 Revelations because you enjoy being dumb. But Revelation, you can't even take this out against Red Deck. Revelation is a 4 of, and it is really what's going to win you the game. Revelation's awesome in this deck. for Backwards Factor Fiction, or Steam Augury, this is one of the main reasons you want to play this deck. You get just so many cards. It's cheaper than Rev. You can do splits where you lose your Rev or like a win condition, but it doesn't really matter because, as you'll see by the win conditions, you're going to get them back anyway. For Steam Augury, and unless you're playing against a super aggressive deck, you don't want to take these out at all. This is just a wonderful card, and it's really done a lot of work for me. At the very least, your opponent's going to have some sort of response to it, or they're just in a world of trouble. Normally I would go card for card, like I normally do in these videos, but just gonna kind of do a pan out here. 10 counter spells. 4 Syncopate, 4 Dissolve, 2 Counterflux. Certainly not your Big Brother's control deck. They're playing Elspeth and Jace Arctic Thought and maybe 4 counterspells. You're playing no Planeswalkers and 10 counterspells, which are awesome in this deck. Yeah, so the only reason you're running Counterflux is because you can't run any more Dissolves. This is a big part of the deck. You're just going to be countering everything that comes at you. And of course, if you don't have the counters at the time, at the very least, you're going to have one of these 11 burn spells. 4 Magma Jet, 4 Turn and Burn, 3 Warrior's Helix. Magma Jet's obviously for the aggressive decks there. It's a really early answer. It helps you scry. You even keep in a couple probably in the control matchups. Warrior's Helix is obviously for the mid-range and aggro matchups. You gain life and it does a lot of work there. Turn Burn is the center of the deck. It kills almost everything. It wipes out any creature. This is easily a 4 of in this deck. This weird deck that you may be thinking, what in the world's going on here? Well, it's a 4 of. It's a great card. Then we have, I'm just going to move them over here because it's kind of dark over there. 4 Azorius Charm. Not even going to go over it. You already know what I think of Azorius Charm in my many other videos involving it. And Azorius Charm is just an awesome card. And then the win conditions. Yeah, 1 Aetherling. Aetherling is just really good. I don't feel like I need to say any more about my win conditions, but no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, 2 Psychic Spiral. This is gonna be your win condition most of the time. If you're gonna play Steam Augury, you're gonna need to go deep sometimes. And you know what? I can easily say this without even having to think too hard about it. I've won more games in, how many games have I played with this deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 games. I've won probably 9 matches. I've definitely won more games with Psychic Spiral than Aetherling. You just Steam Augury, Rev, counter everything, destroy everything, answer everything so much that you actually get to a point where you're Psychic Spiraling. So why 2? Because if you Steam Augury and you lose one of your spirals, that plane goes away, and you also lose every other card in your deck that you could possibly maybe won again. I've had games where I've Steam Augury, lost to Sphinxes, Steam Augury, lost to Sphinxes, Steam Augury, lost to Sphinxes, and then Psychic Spiral at the end of their turn, and I have all 3 Sphinxes back in my deck. This is your main win condition. You take it against the super aggressive decks like the red decks and such, but you have a great matchup there, actually. You have a fantastic red deck matchup, a fantastic mid-range matchup, a pretty good control matchup. They're actually tougher because they can actually respond to you. But, yeah, Psychic Spiral is your main win condition. You are the stalliest of stall control. So if you like control and waiting it out and answering everything and letting your opponent do nothing, boy, is this deck for you. Because this is your win condition, Psychic Spiral. Now, just gonna go over the lands real quick. You run 24 lands. 4 Hallowed Fountain, 2 Izzet Guildgate, 4 Steam Vents, 4 Temple, 4 Sacred, 6 Islands. You don't need any other color. Blue is your main color, and you just need one of the other colors in order to function. And this deck does a fantastic job at that. This is Blue-White Red Flash. This is a deck built personally by my brother Brian. It's a fantastic creation. I was able to finish first, as I said, and in top 4. I've beaten him. He was playing blue-white. I've beaten Mono Black. I've beaten Reanimator. I've beaten a lot of good decks with this. I've also lost to, my losses were to Boros something, barely Boros, and Esper, but I got revenge on Esper, so I guess that's not even that bad. And also lost to Reanimator this past week, but I drew one of 12 counterspells post board, so in both games combined, by the way. So 10 pre-board and 12 post board. But this deck is really sweet. It's super consistent. I've only had like 2 games where it's been like, you know, I got flooded. Like, I just can't help that. But this deck is really consistent. It's awesome. It answers everything. And if you love blue control decks, and if you love playing at instant speed and just answering whatever your opponent does, this deck is awesome, and it is totally for you. And you should, if you really want to know more, like, I can't even say it all right now, you should read the quick post that I have, should be down below. But for now, this is Kyle. I hope you like this deck. I hope you're at least semi-interested. And by the way, it's snowing here. I can't really see because of the light, but hopefully it's adapting because it is snowing out there. And I'll see you later.